A trip out to picturesque Millway Beach to learn about African dance on this episode of Barnstable Today. It's Friday, October 12th, 2012. I'm Sarah Colvin. The town's Recreation Commission issued a list of the town's properties that are most in need of improvement. The commission's hoping to ultimately use community preservation funds to pay for repairs to several high-priority areas in town. The commission has named Craigville Beach, Lombard Field recreation facilities at the Osterville Bay School, Lopes Field in Hyannis, the former Marston's Mills Elementary School, Veterans Beach Park, and tennis courts at Barnstable West Barnstable Elementary School and in Katuitt as the areas most in need of repairs. The 50th anniversary of the creation of the Peace Corps is to be celebrated in Hyannis this weekend. On Sunday, a small ceremony is planned at Azleton Park along the Kennedy Legacy Trail. There, a bronze plaque will be placed. It will be dedicated to Peace Corps founder John F. Kennedy and Sergeant Shriver, its first director. The public is invited to Sunday's dedication ceremony. It begins at 10:30 in the morning. UMass Boston Vice Chancellor David Magnani, a physics and general science teacher for the Peace Corps in Sierra Leone, will speak, as will original Peace Corps staffer Robert Terry. Well, every Friday on Barnstable this morning, we feature a look at the arts and culture world. This week, we want to share it with you on Barnstable Today. Melissa Chartrand met up with Tara Murphy on beautiful Millway Beach. Let's find out why.
Melissa Chartrand here with Tara Murphy. We are at Millway Beach on a glorious afternoon in September, and I just feel so privileged to have had such a beautiful, I feel like my own private show here, although it's so beautiful that we've had an audience watching as well.
Very
Tara.
magical.
It's so magical, and I think it's powerful and invigorating, yet graceful and inspiring, and all rolled into one. And you always, I've seen you dance before, have this enormous smile.
Yeah, I can't help but smile because the movements just inspire that. They invoke that smile. It's like your entire body is smiling with the way the movements are. I swear I didn't make it up. I just learned all these movements from my African teachers, and I think the way the movements are, it opens up your heart with a lot of the arm movements, and it grounds you into the earth, and you can't help but be happy when you do these movements.
You were saying that there's this spirit about it and connection. There really is a true connection.
Yeah, there is. There really is. I believe this dance is a very ancient dance. It evolved thousands and thousands of years ago in Africa. And it came from a time when I believe people were closer to the earth. They were closer to the stars. They were closer to all of nature, and they viewed all of nature as an aspect of the divine, as an aspect of the creator. So I think that consciousness is contained in the movements. When you do the movements, it's like encapsulating a consciousness that you can embody and wake up to a certain intimacy with the earth, an intimacy with the sky and all of nature, all of the cosmos, really.
It's really so peaceful, the way you describe it, and that it's one of the main benefits, I would say. You said, you talked about there are many benefits to this type of dance because it's very different than what we know in this country.
Yes. Well, it's a lot like yoga, I would say.
Okay.
It's a lot like a certain type of meditation. It's like an extremely rigorous,
yes,
very, at times frenetic, exciting because of the drums. But it is like a meditation in itself, and there have been many studies done about drumming, the effect of drumming on the body, on the human mind. It calms the mind, it lowers the blood pressure, it helps boost cancer-fighting cells. So the effect of the drumming alone is incredibly beneficial for the body. It calms the nervous system and just entrains your brain into an alpha state. So the drums themselves will entrain your brain into a more meditative state.
But it's so much, as you say, so much mind, body, spirit. And And tell us a little bit about the connection with the community, because I know that's very important to you as well.
Yes, yes. Well, once again, it had a community purpose to it, the dancing and the drumming, and it really was meant for people to come together. The name of the drums that we dance with is called the djembe, and literally djembe translates into come together in peace.
That's beautiful, isn't it?
Language, from the Malinke language of Mali and Guinea, West Africa. So djembe, come together in peace. And that was a way for people to solve the inevitable disputes of human life. They would drum together, they would release tension, release negativity. They would celebrate every important marker of human life, like the birth of a baby, coming into adulthood, marriage, funerals, celebrating any harvest event, celebrating the lives of ancestors, any other spiritual event. So there was a ritual aspect to it. There was a deep recognition of all of the intense transitions of life that we all go through. And I think in many ways we can learn from that in our modern society, that intense ritual marking and celebration of that life, and coming together as a community to recognize those important events and to really have everyone with an open heart release their emotions and be vulnerable with each other as a community. There's something very, very healing about that, and I think we need more of that in our society.
Absolutely. I think too that that people can participate and not really engage and connect. And this, you really are truly making those connections, truly engaging, truly feeling it from within, and then sharing it as a whole.
Definitely there's a place for everyone. Like if you don't like dancing, if you're kind of a two left feet kind of a person,
that would be me.
You can drum. So the guys don't want to dance, they can go drum. The women can dance, and you can feel sensual, you can feel your sensuality,
Right.
but it's still a very safe space. It's not a meat market kind of atmosphere. The children are welcome. The older people dance in the African villages. When I was in Africa, I saw older people dancing. I saw everybody dancing. It was something that everybody did, regardless of how well you did it. People would feel the rhythm, and the rhythm was so much a part of everyday life. Everyone engaged in that rhythm, and it was a kind of an invisible glue that binded everyone together. The rhythm, it binded everyone together in a kind of an invisible way, and it harmonized people.
It's just beautiful. So Tara, before we go, I want to give one shout out to our special drummer today, who happens to be your husband. So It's been wonderful to have him here, and he's been playing in the background. It's just absolutely glorious.
Yes.
But before we go, let's let our viewers know where they can get information, because you do offer classes, and certainly your background is interesting as well. So let's give them the website and your classes.
Yes, it's Cape Cod African Dance and Drum.com. Please visit our website. It's a great website. We also have a Facebook page, Cape Cod African Dance and Drum on Facebook. And we have a Friday night class in Hyannis. We would love for you to come. You can be a beginner, no dance experience required. Just come on out, feel the rhythm, have a good time. No judgment at all. It's just a wonderful community gathering. It's at the Federated Church of Hyannis on Main Street, Friday nights at 6:30 to 8.
Perfect. And all the information is available again online. And again, Tara Murphy, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm Melissa Chartrand, wishing you an artful day.
Thank you, Melissa. With Barnstable Today, I'm Sarah Colvin.